Aardvark, also called ant bear, stocky African mammal found south of the Sahara Desert in savanna and semi-arid areas. The name aardvark, Afrikaans for earth pig, refers to its pig-like face and burrowing habits. The aardvark weighs up to 65 kilograms, 145 pounds, and measures up to 2.2 meters, 7.2 feet, long, including the heavy, 70 centimeter, 28-inch, tail. The face is narrow with an elongated snout, very reduced eyes, and ears up to 24 centimeters, 9.5 inches, long. The aardvark's coat is scant and yellowish-gray, the face and tail tip may be whitish. The 4 toes on the front foot, 5 on the hind feet, are equipped with strong, flattened nail-like hooves resembling spades. The aardvark excavates branching burrows, usually 2 to 3 meters long but sometimes up to 13 meters, with several sleeping chambers. It abandons old burrows and digs new ones frequently, which thereby provides dens used by other species such as the African wild dog. The aardvark's diet consists almost entirely of ants and termites. At night it travels 10 to 30 kilometers, 6 to 19 miles, ambling along familiar paths in a zigzag fashion, pausing frequently to sniff and press its snout against the soil. Fleshy sensory organs on the nasal septum probably detect tiny underground movements. With its strong claws, the aardvark can rapidly open a cement-hard termite mound. The nostrils are squeezed shut to keep out flying dust. The sticky tongue, extending to 30 centimeters, nearly 12 inches, from the small mouth, is then used to lap up the insects. A thick hide protects the aardvark from insect bites and stings. If threatened while away from a sheltering burrow, an aardvark can dig its way out of sight in 5 minutes. An acute sense of hearing protects it from being surprised by predators, which include pythons, lions, leopards, and hyenas. If a predator tries to dig it out of its burrow, the aardvark rapidly moves soil to block the tunnel behind itself. When attacked, it slashes with its formidable front claws. The sexes associate only during breeding periods. After a gestation of 7 months, one young weighing about 2 kilograms is born during the rainy season. At birth the claws are already well developed. The young stays in the den for 2 weeks, then follows its mother. By 14 weeks it eats termites, and by 16 weeks it is weaned. It can dig its own burrow by 6 months of age and will leave its mother before it is 1 year old. Sexual maturity is attained at 2 years. Longevity is at least 24 years in zoos. Aardvarks indirectly benefit humans in areas where termites would otherwise damage crops. Owing mainly to their nocturnal habits, little is known about aardvark population status, but they are not endangered. The aardvark is the only species in the family Oicteropodidae and the only living member of order Tubulidentata, tube teeth. The ordinal name refers to the tiny column-like tubules of dentine that are fused together to constitute each molar. Adults lack canine teeth and incisors. Although aardvarks look like anteaters, they are actually related to elephants, order Proboscidea, hyraxes, order Hyracoidea, and dugongs and manatees, order Cyanea, all belong to a group of primitive ungulates, called Urinitherians. The split between this ancestral African stock and that leading to the ungulate, carnivore, Cyanithran, and cetacean orders occurred as much as 90 million years ago. Fossils indicate that Tubulidentata was recognizable about 54 million years ago. Aardvarks look a bit like pigs, with rabbit-like ears and a kangaroo's tail, yet they are not related to any of these animals. In fact, one of their closest living relatives is the elephant. Amazing facts about the aardvark. Aardvarks are tough mammals that live throughout sub-Saharan Africa. They can eat 50,000 ants in a night and are brilliantly adapted to digging with their spade-shaped feet. Aardvarks are a vital part of the ecosystem as they are prey for many species, and their old burrows provide homes for other animals, such as African wild dogs. Where does the name aardvark come from? The name aardvark comes from South Africa's Afrikaans language and means earth pig or ground pig. Aardvarks are also known as ant bears, anteaters, Cape anteater and earth hogs. What do aardvarks look like? Aardvarks are distinctive-looking animals with a pig-like an appearance. They have a stout body with an arched, back, long thin head and neck and long tubular ears that are usually held upright but can be folded down. The hind legs are longer than the front ones, and they have powerful spade-shaped feet and claws that are perfect for digging. Aardvarks are pale yellowish-gray in color with short fur on the head and tail and long fur on the legs. Their tails are muscular, cone-shaped and approximately 70 centimeters (28 in length. Where do aardvarks live? Aardvarks are found in a wide variety of habitats in sub-Saharan Africa, which is the part of Africa below the Saharan desert. They favor areas with ample supplies of ants and termites such as savannas, grasslands, woodlands and bushland, but tend to avoid rocky or swamp areas, as they are less suited to digging. Aardvarks are nocturnal, sleeping in underground burrows during the day and coming out at night to feed. When breeding, burrows can be extensive networks of over 10 meters (33 feet) in length and with multiple entrances. The layout of the burrow can be altered frequently, and it is not unusual for aardvarks to leave burrows and move on to new homes. What happens to abandoned aardvark burrows? Old aardvark burrows are good for the ecosystem, as they are often inhabited by smaller animals like the African wild dog. Love 1507 Share. What do aardvarks eat? Aardvarks feed almost exclusively on ants and termites and are known to eat around 50,000 in one night. They can eat plants and often feed on an African cucumber known as the aardvark cucumber. The relationship between aardvarks and aardvark cucumbers is symbiotic, meaning both species benefit. The aardvark gets a source of food, and the cucumber benefits as the seeds are released into the environment when the aardvark defecates. After sunset, they leave their cool burrows and forage over many kilometers in grasslands and forests for their favorite food, termites, swinging their long nose from side to side to pick up the termite scent. How are aardvarks adapted to eating insects in the soil? As well as their powerful feet and claws that aid in digging, aardvarks have sticky worm-like tongues that can be up to 30.5 centimeters (12 in) long. Their hair is thick around the nostrils, which acts to filter dirt when eating, and the nostrils can be closed fully to prevent dirt getting in. Do aardvarks get bitten by termites? Aardvarks feed on termites, which do bite them, but aardvarks have tough skin which protects them. What predators do aardvarks have? Aardvarks are prey to many animals including lions, leopards, hunting dogs, hyenas, and pythons. Aardvarks have a keen sense of hearing that enables them to detect approaching predators. If they need to escape, they can dig fast or run in zigzags. If not, they can strike with their claws, tail and shoulders, and have been known to flip onto their backs and lash out with all fours. If attacked in the tunnel, aardvarks can seal the tunnel off behind them or turn around and attack with their claws. When do aardvarks give birth to cubs? Aardvarks are solitary and only come together to mate. Females have a gestation period of 7 months. One cub is born between May and July and will remain in the burrow for the first 2 weeks of life. Cubs start eating termites at around 9 weeks of age and start digging burrows at 6 months, but remain with the mother until the following May.